On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Coming out with it, it's Davison. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits inside, it's Davison. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rides to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Goes high to pull it in. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that, to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out wide right, it's Moore. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the 1st drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Matthews. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Out wide right, it's Smith. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Got a man, it's Davis. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Bishop. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Cartwright. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Moore fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Moore will throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Stepping to the right. Good job just to get rid of that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Davison. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Dante Moore. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll run it on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Right side, it's Smith. Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Vols peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Bishop. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Using his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. A run for the quarterback. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Finds his target. He's trying to get going airborne. Touchdown Volunteers. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback changing the play. Here's more to throw. He's going to let it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
On the return, it's Hill. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out wide right, it's Cartwright.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Finds his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Bishop. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Tennessee! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From deep, it's Hill. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Sails one into the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball, and you got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Out wide left, it's Hooks. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing more. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beal. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Ducks with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Moore. Still looking to his right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Dodson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side, it's Matthews. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Going to try to get it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. Might have a chance. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he gets it away.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just had to get rid of it.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Running the red zone, it's Davison. Here's a little, headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the BYU Cougars and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Let's see what he can do with the return. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Arch is going to throw for it. Complete, left side, Coleman. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Again, it's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Manning. Throwing right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Makes the catch and he's free. Quick step and go. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Cougars. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, Manning. Lets it fly. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Moving the pocket, it's Bachmeier. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Driving forward, it's Martin. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it back to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Rush is on. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's good. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Right side, it's Coleman. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Arch Madness. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big gain.
Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
4th down, Manning. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Martin. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Out wide right, it's Bachmeier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. BYU with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's got enough. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Powers through the defender. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Now from inside the red zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Give to the running back. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Needs it here on 4th down. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Arts to throw. Coleman's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Sets his feet. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. He unleashes a long one. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Longhorn! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Dell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Casper. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's changing the play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
BYU lines up quickly. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Makes the catch, it's Lions. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Casper. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Right side, it's Phillips. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Looking for the marker. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Pulls it in. It's Wingo. All by himself down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Run in the red zone. It's Martin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BYU! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's the 2-point conversion attempt. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Hart's going to spin it again. On the left side, here's Coleman. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like